This is Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Community National Bank and Trust, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, First National Bank, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Larrett's Ceramics, Lehman Realty, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Outdoor, Producers Cooperative Association, and TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance. This is Girard Sports Live.
And welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex in Girard, Kansas. We're between games of tonight's doubleheader between the Girard Trojans and the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. Trojans came in on top, won that first game 13-1. And Shelby Smith just dominant from the mound, and she'll be on the mound here again in the second half of this doubleheader, Dale. And, you know, for Coffeyville, that's not good news.
That's not good news for Coffeyville. It's not good news for about anybody that we play. Shelby Smith's a heck of a pitcher. There's a reason she's going to Pitt State to pitch. I talked to Coach Vinzi just for a second there when I was out at the concession stand area, and he said, we're going to try to get this one in. We're going to be in between maybe. You can see in the out there by the trees, it looks pretty hazy back there. But
pretty dark clouds off to the southeast.
They look like they might be moving on. We got a little sunshine on the field now. They're dragging it for the final time, and we're about ready to play some more softball.
Trojans trying to keep the ball rolling here, undefeated on the season, and Coffeyville a little bit shell-shocked after that first game. You got to think their confidence might be suffering here a little bit heading into this second game, as Trojans look like the defending Class 4A Division II state champions, and Coffeyville going to try and find an answer at the plate for Shelby Smith, but good luck. Not many teams have done that this year.
Well, they're going to have to catch up with the speed of the ball. First time through, they had no clue at all where Shelby was or what the speed was. The second and third time through, they're starting to see a little bit more of her. They're getting the timing down just a little bit. And now that's when Shelby's going to start changing the speed on them. And I'll tell you, Shelby can make someone look pretty foolish. I've batted against Shelby before, and I'm not that I'm a great baseball batter, but man, she can make you look funny.
And the motion on the softball pitch, a riser, you'll never see that if you play baseball your entire life. The motion is different with a softball pitch and a baseball pitch, and we're going to get into that. But first, let's mention that this pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank. They've been serving Southeast Kansas for 30 years. Pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Learn more at mybankcmb.com. And as always, this game is presented by Crocan. Don't get bit by slow speeds. Get gigabit from Crocan, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. Learn more at ruralfiber.org. And Dale, it's for those of us who play baseball, the motion on a curveball is very different than a riser or anything else that you'll see here in softball. And then the distance from mound to plate, it's hard to pick it up when you only got 40 feet or so to
46.6 feet, and it's off her hand at 60 mile an hour. It's just like seeing a 95 mile an hour fastball come from the pros at the regular baseball length.
So Coffeyville here tonight going to try and get things corrected, and the Trojans, of course, just going to try and keep on keeping on, as they've been very successful here in the first game. Similar success so far here this season. And Coffeyville fared a little bit better than Parsons, but maybe a little bit more experienced team. And the team's starting to warm up out here. It's just getting a little ray of sunshine. That's pretty nice.
That's right. Look at the rainbow. I'm not sure if I can catch the rainbow over there.
Rainbow out towards
catch
towards
little
Radley
bottom of it there.
Yeah.
But and last night the pitching was the was the story. Parsons didn't have much pitching and couldn't locate tonight. You know, Coffeyville didn't do a bad job putting the ball across the plate. Girard did a good job of being disciplined and hitting the ball solid wherever we were going to go with the ball.
So we're between games of our doubleheader here tonight from Waukee Sports Complex, and this, I guess as we call it unofficially, our halftime. It's brought to you by Girard National Bank. So the Trojans trying to keep things rolling, and Coffeyville trying to right the ship here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second game of our doubleheader here from Girard, Kansas, as we try and dry things off and get the second game in here tonight. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today at 620-724-4558.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out to Waukee Sports Center, or Sports Complex here in Girard. We're getting ready for the second game of tonight's doubleheader between the Girard Trojans and the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. Girard came out on top 13-1 in that run rule shortened first game. The rain is kind of blown over. All the dark clouds are off to our southeast, and sun is shining here in Girard, so you can be pretty sure we're going to get this second game in. And Smith will stay on the mound for the Trojans. As we mentioned earlier, that's good news for the Girard, not so good news for Coffeyville, as they've yet to be able to produce much hitting against Smith. And leading things off will be Dakota Rooks. We'll get to our batting orders here just as soon as we get those sorted out, but Rooks will lead things off for the Golden Tornado here in the top of the first.
Leading off for the Natos, the second baseman, number 13, Dakota Rooks.
Rooks with a hit right back to Smith at the mound for the quick first out of the ball game. That field out there kind of wet.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4,
It's going to dry out quickly, though, here with the sunshine and the wind blowing on it. One down here, top of the first for the Golden Tornadoes, and that'll bring up Jordan Rooks. Smith struck out the first 6 batters in the first game here tonight. That went inside for ball 1, just missed the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Rooks. Swing and a miss for the first strike. That one in the air, foul down the third baseline and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to count against Jordan Rooks. Dakota Rooks grounded back to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jordan Rooks. Rooks, shortstop, fouls that one back and out of play.
Bring the heat now.
Outside corner. Going to call that one a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count now to Jordan Rooks. She's been battling in this at bat. And one fouled down the third baseline. Got a different home plate umpire here in this game. Might have a little more conservative of a strike zone. Our first home plate umpire. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game, second out of the inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 21, Abby Reardon.
I'll bring up Abby Reardon. Trojans won the first game 13-1. There's a foul down the third baseline. Osmus with a diving catch right up against the fence. That's wanting it, folks, right there. Chain link is not kind to the face, and Osmus able to bring that one in for the third out of the inning. A great defensive play. Keeps Coffeyville off the base pads. They are retired in order. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
Welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex. Trojans with their first at-bat here in the second game. J.C. Murphy to lead things off with the Trojans. This first pitch brought to you by Loritz Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Get creative with the gift giving and buy a new ceramic piece from Loritz Ceramics. Sign up for classes right here in Girard. And we appreciate their sponsorship as well. And didn't get them on the first pitch of the game. We'll get them on the first pitch for Coffeyville.
That's right. First pitch to a Trojan.
That's right. We could sell a separate sponsor for that one.
That's right.
Murphy takes ball one, and now here on the second pitch, low, but going to be called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Murphy. Danielle Morgan pitching this game for Coffeyville. That one high. A little forehead music for Murphy as she ducks out of the way of that for ball 2.
There's a reason that all those helmets have face masks on.
That's right. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count to Murphy. That one way outside for ball 3. Hitters count now for Murphy. Not shy about taking a walk.
Team player, any way to get on the base.
That one's in there, paints the inside corner for a strike. Full count now for Murphy. The wind's calmed a little bit since the storms have blown through. Now probably only a 20-mile-an-hour wind. That one high for ball 4, and Murphy earns herself a walk. Trojans have their first base runner of the ball game.
Now batting for the Lady Trojans, the center fielder, number 23,
brings up Sydney Crane.
Show the
wheels, JC, show the wheels.
See if Sydney can pick up where she left off. I believe she was 3 for 4.
Right at about her average, which came in with a 733 average. Improved that one a little bit. Yeah, 3 for 4 is pretty regular night for Sid.
That is.
That would be a career night for me. 1 ball, no strike to Sydney. Lays down the bunt. Nice one down the third baseline. Real soft touch on that one. It just died right in front of the plate. She earns herself a single. Now 2 on for Trojans. Nobody out. Runners at first and second.
Batting for the Lady Trojans,
Smith will head to the plate.
Shelby Smith.
Be a good time for Shelby to line one of these out. She popped up a couple times in the first inning or the first game, I'm sorry.
Just turns on the first one and drives it well out of play off somebody's Suburban out there down the left field line. If you own a silver Suburban, you probably want to call your insurance company.
We got any sponsors?
Could be State Farm, could be, That one to left. It's got some heat under it. It's deep and off the wall out in left field. It's going to knock around out there. That's probably going to score 2. Murphy rounds third. She's home. Here comes Crane. She's in. 2 RBIs for Smith on the double to deep left field. And, a little more wind, and that one would have been gone.
It would have been. She barreled that up and got it out there where we needed to score the 2 runs.
Courtesy runner for
Trojans.
the pitcher, number 42, Jada Valley.
Trojans take a quick 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Jada Valley in as a courtesy runner for Smith. Valley with some good wheels. I've seen her in basketball season, one of the fastest players on the court. I'm sure she can round the base pads pretty quickly as well.
Once again, it's good to get those freshmen in to get some experience.
So she's the runner on second, nobody out. Trojans leading at 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. First one high to Marcy Heatherly. She'll take it for ball 1.
This year alone, we've gotten more freshmen and sophomores in, where last year when we made it to state, we had maybe some rookie runners on the base paths, and this year it's really paying off to get those young ones in.
1 ball, no strikes to Heatherly. Trying to drive in Jada Valley, who sits at second base. That one high for ball 2.
get your pitch now. Then get out on the pitcher's pitch. Get yours. Base hit now.
The weather conditions have improved the longer we've been out here tonight. It's turned into a pretty nice evening. That one low and in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes now to Heatherly as she's sitting dead red, you can imagine here.
Oh, yeah. There's a good chance she's going to square to bunt and pull it right back.
There's ball 4. Heatherly will take the base. Now 2 on, nobody out for the Trojans. Alexis Jenkins step in. Right-handed hitter.
Jenkins getting some signs from Coach Vinzi.
Danielle Morgan getting the sign from the catcher, and she's ready for the delivery. In there in the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Jenkins. Tell you what, Dale, I'm hungry. That chicken Annie spot's killing me.
It is.
Every time I play it. Oof.
It's a great place to eat.
Yeah, well, nice little bunt. Going to be called foul, though. Jenkins will have another shot at it as the runners make their way back.
Coach Vinci mixing it up a little bit, keeping the Golden Tornadoes on their toes.
Two strikes here, time to swing away, I think. There it is, high pop fly. Wynn playing with it. Some trouble out there, but fielded by Shaylee Leedy, able to track that one down. Jenkins flies out for the first out of the inning, bring up Michaela Osmus. Runners at first and second for the Trojans. They have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. As you can see, they won the first game here tonight, 13-1. Undefeated on the season, trying to defend that Kansas Class 4A Division II state title from last year. First state title in Girard history, actually the second, because the girls won state in basketball.
Yeah, girls
the
won
same
basketball.
group of girls, they've got both of them, so some bragging rights for years for these kids. We won the first and the second.
And the second, yeah.
State title.
I think there was 5 girls on that basketball team that was also on the softball team. So 5 girls walking away with 2 rings.
They're going to try and make it 3 here for some of them. That went high for a ball. Bases loaded for the Trojans, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, they already lead it 2-0. As Danielle Morgan's found herself in a bit of a jam here to start this one out tonight. The Trojans will do this to you, patient hitters. They make you throw strikes, and when you do, they'll hit it. So it's a tough outing for any pitcher. Fouled right back at my face.
Right back at us. You talk about that, you know, I've coached softball for probably 14 years now, and my daughter is out tonight at first base, but I've never coached a team that there wasn't a weak link, and I can't see a weak link, and we're bringing up freshmen and sophomores that are stepping in perfectly while we have some girls hurt, but yeah, this team is pretty special.
That went high. 3 balls, 1 strike now. The count to Malia Sandy. There's ball 4, the walk in a run.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Jalen Jenkins.
Now 3-0 for the Trojans. Near the bottom of the first. Jalen Jenkins trying to keep the train moving. Bases loaded, 1 out once again. In the dirt, at her feet, almost a pass ball. Good job by Dakota Rooks, kind of getting in front of that one. I'm sorry, Jordan Rooks.
Good defense play there by the catcher. Keep Heatherly at third base.
1 ball, no strikes. Jenkins. Oh, another nice play at short. Jenkins lines it right at Shaylee Leedy. If there's a defensive bright spot for Coffeyville, it's Leedy. Out there at short, she's made some good plays tonight, and that's one of them. 2 down now for the Trojans. Bases loaded. They lead at 3-0. JoJo Ferguson at the plate. Gets contact in the air to center. And Leedy with the running play to make the catch out there in shallow center field, coming all the way from her shortstop spot. And that will stop the bleeding for the Coffeyville Golden Tornadoes, but not before the Trojans do some damage. They lead 3-0 here at the bottom of the first. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
Norris Outdoor has a huge selection of quality billboards spread throughout southeast Kansas, giving you the ability to put your business in front of thousands of customers daily. But did you know? Norris Outdoor can also be where you get your next digital sign for your business, school, church, or sports venue. Norris Outdoor Signs is now a distributor of Sky Slate digital signs, giving you direct from the manufacturer pricing and giving your business a brand new look with high-resolution digital signage. To learn more, call Jared Norris at 620-249-7462. Norris Outdoor is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
First National Bank of Girard is proud to be the oldest bank in Crawford County, serving the area since 1878. With 139 years of experience, it's no surprise First National Bank of Girard has such a great reputation for quality customer service. First National Bank of Girard is committed to providing the best quality products and services, including online banking and bill pay, loans, CDs, and more. Use the convenient drive-up window or come on in and see all of the friendly faces at First National Bank of Girard, a proud supporter of Trojan athletics.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex. Girard Trojans leading the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 3-0 here. Getting ready to start the second inning. And Trojans able to put a lot of base runners on. Only came away with 3 runs in the last inning, but certainly did the damage with the bats. And a rough start for Morgan, the pitcher here in the second game for Coffeyville. And probably fortunate to get out of that inning with just giving up 3 runs.
Yeah, left them loaded there. Would like to have a couple more runs, but you know what? We put the ball in play. That's all we can ask for.
There's one quick first pitch in the air, and a nice play out there from second base by Malia Sandy, able to chase that one down. Tracked it quickly. Kind of made a quick read of the ball off the bat, able to react to that one.
Yeah, Malia has stepped up and done well there. She played there last year too, and as a senior, really taken off.
Now a quick bunt. And an out at first. A quick play that time by Smith. And then what you could say is she's a good pitcher, but she also fields her position really well. And 2 down now for the Golden Tornado as Girard trying to put them down in order.
When she's not in the circle, she plays third base. So
yep. Very competent fielder, that's for sure. This one low for ball 1. Right over the center of the plate, but skipping into the dirt.
That is the third pitch of the inning with 2 outs already. So
yep. That's what you call working quickly.
That's right.
There's a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul back against the backstop. Second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the count. 2 down here. Smith trying to Go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the second inning. Maybe she's got dinner plans or something tonight, trying to.
I think she's mowing them down fast.
Having a grounder to third. Up with it as Osmus. Yeah, quickly over to first for the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. Trojans take care of business in the top of the second. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes. Then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex, Girard, Kansas. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Trojans leading the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 3-0. Trojans won the first game 13-1. And some storms blew through, which just kind of like played that one in the midst of a tempest. Now it's kind of cleared off here. The sun's come out. It's gotten a little bit cooler, but much better conditions for softball. J.C. Murphy, leadoff hitter for the Trojans, lead things off here in the bottom of the second. That one low and away for ball one.
It's nice to see the Trojans bat all the way around.
Oh, it's a shame to see all these spilled sunflower seeds over here.
Wind.
Natural disaster. 1 ball, no strikes to Murphy. Puts bat on ball that time. Nice drive out to center field. Oh, good play out there. I'm looking here who the heck that is. Hold on.
Center fielder number 23, Sydney Crane.
That was Shelby Coons out there in center field. Nice play. You can see her adjusting under it as the wind did what it does. And started off to her right, came back to her left, able to make the play. So good play by Coons out there to deny Murphy after she made really good contact there. Strike one to Sydney Crane on the first pitch there.
Sydney Crane bunted for a base hit in the first at bat.
Scored a run also in the first inning. Scored the Trojans' second run of the ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Third pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Crane. Looks like Danielle Morgan's kind of settled down a little bit, starting to work the corners and the edges of the strike zone.
Oh, no question about that. She settled down, and there's no rain right now. The sun's out.
That makes it better. Ooh, good contact up by Crane into the gap. It's going to drop, and she's now 2 for 2. Mishandled throw in to the cutoff, and allows Crane to take second.
Those little errors in softball will get you hurt.
See if they score that one as an E8. I would. But see. And that brings up Smith. Runner in scoring position, 1 down here in bottom of the second. Trojans leading at 3-0. Hit by the pitch. Took that one on her posterior, and that'll earn her a trip to first base. Now 2 on, 1 out for the Trojans. Heatherly steps to the plate for the Trojans.
I don't think I want to make the pitcher for Girard mad, because Shelby will throw a little bit harder than the others. Not that she ever would.
She's like, what was your number again? Oh, 22? Okay, got it. Mental note. You don't want to get into a tit for tat when you're up 3-0.
No.
But I don't see too many bench clearing brawls or anything in girls softballs. Crane steals third on the pitch in the dirt.
Valley will move over to second. Nice base running there by the Trojans.
Now runners on second and third, 1 out. 1 ball, no strike to Heatherly. Inside for ball 2. Just as I say that Morgan's calmed down, Sydney Crane drives that hit, then she hits the batter, hits Smith. Now having a hard time finding the strike zone against Heatherly. I think Heatherly bailed her out with that one.
Might have been inside a little bit.
Yeah, that was ball 3. But instead, Heatherly fouls it away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitching is so mental anyways. You think you're on a roll and think you throw a good pitch and they line drive it somewhere.
Would you say that half of pitching is 90% mental?
I would say so.
Yeah. That one inside to Heatherly. 3 balls, 1 strike. Morgan gets the sign. Here's the pitch. High and away. Heatherly earns the walk. Now bases loaded. 1 out for the Trojans.
Batting for the Trojans, the first baseman, number 2, Alexis Jenkins.
And we'll bring Jenkins to the plate.
Jenkins line drive to shortstop. Great play by the shortstop last inning.
Yeah, Shaylee Leedy really did her work last inning, or the Trojans would have done a lot more damage. There's another drive by Jenkins to left. That one's going to drop foul. Man, blame the wind for that one.
That probably scores 2 if it does get down.
Yep.
Once again, Alexis Jenkins, only a freshman. Doing well.
Yeah, the future Trojan softball is pretty bright. That one high and away. They hustle. Try and get Crane going back to the base there. Good luck with that.
It's almost a cat and mouse game there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sydney's over there kind of laughing about it. Some active fans here. That one popped up in the infield. That catch is made out there by Chelsea Holman.
Should have been an infield fly call on that by the umpire, but nevertheless, a catch.
2 down, bases loaded. Kayla Osmus at the plate for the Trojans. That one in the dirt inside. And they try and get Sydney Crane again over there on third base.
She had to dive back this time. It was a little bit closer.
Yeah. Look alive down there. Osmus brushed back by that one. 2 balls, no strikes now. Trojans lead it 3-0 here, bottom of the second. We've had some long innings, lots of base runners, not a lot of runs being scored, but a lot of pitches being thrown, that's for sure.
A lot of pitches so far.
Well, for Coffeyville anyway. That one high. Osmus got a good eye there at the plate.
Walk scores 1.
3-0 count. Just kind of leave it on your shoulder here. That one paints the inside corner for a strike. 3-1 the count to Osmus.
It was pitch number 44 already for the Golden Tornadoes pitcher.
Osmus gets under that one, hits it over into the lights, and it misses some cars in the parking lot. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Good looking stroke that time. There's the payoff. She gets it in the dirt, down the third baseline, but foul.
Way to hang, way to stay alive. Questionable pitch, might have been a little bit inside, but she fouled it off and lived to play another day.
I think this home plate umpire's strike zone stretches a little further to the inside than the umpire we had last game. So as a hitter, you're just protecting that strike zone.
Just got to be disciplined at the plate. And Osmus, as a freshman, is a very good player. Come in and play some varsity.
There's a walk. Sidney Crane will come across for the 4th run of the ball game. Bases still loaded, 2 out.
For the Lady Trojans, the second baseman, number 25, Malia Sandy.
I love the crowd, Mike.
Makes it worthwhile.
Low for ball 1.
Malia walked in the first at bat.
Sometimes you don't want to hear what's coming from the crowd, but when you're on the internet, I guess anything goes.
We're not responsible.
That's right. Low and inside for ball 2.
It's always nice to have a hometown crowd. Nice group of people coming out in the weather to support the Trojans.
2 balls, no strikes. These aren't what you call fair weather fans tonight, that's for sure.
That's for sure. 3-0. Another red light with the bases loaded.
Morgan having a rough outing, but that one's high. Walks in the 5th run of the ball game.
Batting for the Lady Trojans, the catcher, number 20, Jalen Jenkins.
Alan Jenkins at the plate. Base is still loaded. Grounder to third. Got the force out at home. Overthrown. A run will score. Everybody safe. And you can call that an E6.
The right fielder, number 7, Jordan Ferguson.
For those of you scoring at home, Trojans lead it 6-0. JoJo Ferguson going to come to the plate first after the little conference on the mound here by the Golden Tornado, trying to calm Morgan down a little bit. She's really hasn't done a bad job on the mound. See if they decide to make a pitching change or not.
Once again, the Trojans have batted around. Great to see the Trojans disciplined at the plate, plus putting the ball in play. Anything can happen, you put it in play.
Morgan will stay out on the mound.
12, Breeley Harris.
Now Ferguson at the plate.
Breeley Harris going to take Jenkins' spot for a pinch runner.
Bases loaded, 2 down for JoJo Ferguson. She's done a good job making contact tonight.
She has. She really steps in well and fills a utility position, like I said, basketball and softball wise.
There it is, right up the middle. That's going to score 2. Osmus comes across the plate. And Malia Sandy scores. Trojans up now 8-0. And they've done a lot of damage here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Batting for the Lady Trojans, a shortstop, number 15, J.C. Murphy.
J.C. Murphy led off the inning. Now back up the plate here as Trojans have batted around. Outside for ball one. Runners at JoJo will advance to second. On the pitch in the dirt.
Good base running, heads up by Ferguson. Saw that ball in the dirt and trotted right on down.
Yeah, and the ball in the dirt and the catcher on all fours. It's time to go. Murphy takes high for ball two. Trojans scored 3 in the first, 5 so far here in the second. Now, Murphy looking at 2-0 count. Make that 3-0.
55 pitches thrown by the Golden Tornadoes pitcher right now. 33 of them balls.
And we're not out of the second inning yet. Murphy showing bunt. Watch this one go by. She'll take her base. Base is loaded again. 2 out. Now here's Sydney Crane.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 23.
She scored the first run of this inning.
Yeah. 2 for 2 today with a bunt single and then a line drive to the fence. Double.
She's trying to go 2 for 2 in this inning.
Looks like we're going to have a change of pitchers.
Oh, a little
call to
the bullpen. No pitching change. Sponsor is Call Service. If it's time for an oil change, tire change, call Service at 620-724-4121 or visit them online at callservicellc.com. Our Call to the Bullpen sponsor. We'll take a short break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan softball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Once again, batting for the Trojans, number 23, Sydney Crane.
Sydney Crane will face off against the relief pitcher, Bree Flanders. No relation to Ned. Or so I'm told.
Haven't asked.
No, we didn't actually ask. So I haven't been told. She may be, although he is a cartoon. First pitch high for a ball. Bases loaded for the Trojans here with 2 down. That one in the dirt. Ball 2 to Crane. Flanders trying to get settled in here. Inherited a less than ideal situation, but that's often the case when you're coming out of the pen. They don't bring you into the game because things are going well.
That makes it rough.
Unless you're a closer. That one called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sid. Sid featured by Sports in Kansas because she hit with a cycle against Frontenac in that 12-11 victory in that second game. Closest game the Trojans have had all year.
There's no question, Sydney Crane, very talented athlete all the way around, volleyball, basketball, and softball too. Also going to Pitt State.
Well, now there's a rip out to right center. It's going to be caught, fielded in the air though. Good rip though by Sid, but that'll end the second inning, but not before the Trojans put 5 on the board. They lead the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 8-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan softball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their ePower checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
For all your insurance and financial service needs, call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex, Girard, Kansas. We're in the top of the third, despite what my graphic here says. Girard Trojans lead the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 8-0. And big second inning for the Trojans as they scored 5 runs. And they've done a lot of damage with 2 outs here today, both in the first game and here tonight. Really able to get things going. Chased Danielle Morgan, starting pitcher for the Golden Tornado. She's up to bat right now. Shelby Smith here starts things off with a strike.
So far, after 2 innings, Shelby Smith has only thrown, 15 pitches.
Grounder to second, Malia Sandy with a good play. Over to first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Abby Reardon.
Now batting, number 3, Bree Flanders.
Or Bree Flanders. Yeah, that is Bree. I have so many numbers on this sheet. And they're all handwritten by me, so there's a margin of error there. So if he starts her off with a strike, there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And just like that, Flanders down 0-2 in the count. Smith I thought she worked fast in the first game. She's worked extremely fast here in the second game. There's one fouled back over the backstop. It's Flanders now just in survival mode.
Trying to get the lineup back done. There we go.
There's a swing and a miss on a high pitch. A riser that went up to the penthouse there for the second out of the inning.
Shelby Smith hitting her spots tonight. Even the balls that she's throwing is a setup pitch for the next pitch coming. So
that'll bring up Tamara McCulley. She's playing right field, and she made that play on that drive by Sydney Crane to end the second inning. First pitch in for a strike. Welcome to the ball game. It's rough for these hitters who have seen Shelby 2 or 3 times tonight. They're still not able to catch up with a pitch to come into this second game when she's warmed up and rolling. That's a tall order for McCulley.
It's a good way to say hello.
There's the second strike. Nice to meet you. No balls, 2 strikes on McCulley. 2 down here. Takes an extended break to gather herself.
Shelby said hello with 2 fastballs. Let's see if the changeup's coming. Nope.
High and away. Now and in there for a strike. Strikeout for Shelby Smith. That'll end the third inning. Trojans on top, 8-0 and cruising. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday night's kids night, and Friday's boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Norris Outdoor has a huge selection of quality billboards spread throughout Southeast Kansas, giving you the ability to put your business in front of thousands of customers daily. But did you know? Norris Outdoor can also be where you get your next digital sign for your business, school, church, or sports venue. Norris Outdoor Signs is now a distributor of Sky Slate digital signs, giving you direct from the manufacturer pricing and giving your business a brand new look with high-resolution digital signage. To learn more, call Jared Norris at 620-249-7462. Norris Outdoor is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Shelby Smith to lead things off for the Trojans after making quick work of the Golden Tornadoes in the top of the third. Now she tries to get things rolling for the Trojans. That one outside for ball one. Had a pitching change last inning. Bree Flanders in there on the mound now for the Trojans, or for the Golden Tornadoes after Daniel Morgan got chased in the second inning. That one high and away as well. Smith knows a strike when she sees it. She throws a lot of them, so
yeah,
she's familiar with them.
She's watched it from the other end a lot, but Shelby also played a lot of travel ball too and seen a lot of pitches.
Turns on that one. May have been a little bit inside. Foul it away into the parking lot. Just avoid the white Toyota, please. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trojans won the first game of the doubleheader, 13-1. Run rule to Coffeyville in the first game. That one high. Smith holds off. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I think she was wanting that one. It's about the right speed, just a little bit high and outside.
She was ready to home run derby that one, but a little too high. There's one fouled away, out of play. Full count now for Shelby. Now that low, late afternoon sun might become a factor. You see some of the fielders for the Golden Tornado, particularly their left fielder, shielding her eyes from the sun. There's a rip. Oh, and a great play out there in left field by Sydney Coons. Able to haul that one in. So Smith
Number 8, Marcy Heatherly.
Denied by a great play by Coons out there in left field.
Was a great catch. It was just a line drive. Shelby did nothing wrong. She squared up that ball and was a missile out there to left field.
Coons able to fight off the sun and make a play on it. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Flanders paints the outside corner for strike 1. It's Marcy Heatherly at the plate here for the Trojans. In the dirt for ball 1.
Marcy has walked once and been hit by a pitch. Last 2 at bats.
There's a grounder to third. That could be trouble if she can leg it out. Oh, and she's got out. Good play by Danielle Morgan over there at third base. She got chased off the mound. Still in the game over there at third. I'm able to come up with that one. Trojans' first 2 hitters go down in order. Hasn't happened so far tonight. 2 down, nobody on.
Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Alexis Jenkins.
For Jenkins. In the dirt, ball 1. Looks like turned into a pretty night.
It is. Sun's out. We actually have some shade on the right-hand side over here.
The Weather Channel had me thinking the world was going to come to an end.
Well, I was watching, I believe it was one of the local channels, and it sounded like we better take shelter no matter what. And
yeah,
turned out pretty nice.
A lot of times I think that's stay home and watch the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
Oh. That one's in for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count on Jenkins. That one's low and away for a ball. That was pretty close. 3 balls, 1 strike now for Jenkins.
Catcher tried to frame it up just a little bit. I think it was just a little bit lower than where the catcher ended up. But
That one's a strike. Full count now for Jenkins. There's bat on ball past the shortstop, and that's going to be a single for Jenkins. She'll hold it first. Trojans get a base runner here. It'll bring up
third baseman, number 22, Michaela Osmus.
Bring up Osmus with the runner. Trojans leading this one 8-0. As I mentioned earlier, they won the first game of tonight's doubleheader 13-1. They're on pace in this game for a similar score. That one high and away. Jenkins able to easily get back. One ball, no strike to count to Osmus. Got a hold of that one, but a foul down the right, or the left field third baseline, out of play.
Someone's silver Chevy now has a dent in the hood.
Yeah, it's a rough night for Chevys. We've had a Suburban and a Silverado take some hits. Now Osmus with a good shot through shortstop. Rolled out into left field, mishandled out there, and that'll advance the runners. Osmus with the double, and Jenkins will advance to third. Now two runners in scoring position. And that'll bring up Malia Sandy, second baseman for the Trojans, that made a couple of good defensive plays
Malia Sandy
tonight. And now she can do some damage with 2 outs. That's kind of been the Trojans'
MO tonight, yeah.
I was going to give the Latin, but yeah.
You know.
Trying to expand on this 8-0 lead. Takes outside for ball 1. I've really refrained from using all my Bob Uecker isms tonight. Yeah.
Well, you know, you got to throw one in once in a while.
Yeah. Waiting for one to be just a bit outside. Oh, there's a shot over short again. Trojans going to work on that spot of the field. Makes it all the way out to the outfield fence. Jenkins will score. Osmus will score. Malia Sandy with a great rip there, and she'll pull into second with a double. Trojans on top. 10-0.
Jalen Jenkins.
Discipline at the plate. I'll tell you, we've looked at a few balls and then found one right down the middle, and we've stroked them.
And it looked, after a couple of batters, like the Trojans were going to kind of go quietly in this inning. Has not been the case. You're never out of the inning until you are, I guess. It ain't over till it's over, I guess, as Yogi would say.
Yeah.
Done a lot of damage with 2 outs tonight. That was a strike, I say questioningly. 1 ball, 1 strike now to
He's given that outside corner quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
River, as we call that.
Yeah. In the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Golden Tornado catcher has worked tonight. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she's kind of like a hockey goalie back there. Knock them down. Here's one in the dirt again. Good stop again by the catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Looking for her pitch right here. Jenkins will look to turn on it.
Dakota Rooks back there behind the plate. Earning her pay, which is nothing, but playing well tonight. There's a swing and a miss. Full count now for Jalen Jenkins. Jenkins Just trying to keep things moving here in the third inning. Trojans on top 10-0. There's a runner out there on second. Reaches out and slaps that one. And, you know, normally you'd say that'd be a ball, but the strike zone's pretty extended out there to the outside, so you just defend it. Fight that one off and wait for another one.
That's right.
Flanders with the pitch. That one's high. And Jenkins with the walk. I'll bring up JoJo Ferguson.
Now batting for the
Looks
Lady
like
Trojans.
Bree Harris is going to do the pinch running
Number
again.
7,
Courtesy
Jordan
runner.
Ferguson. Pinch running for the catcher. Number 12, Breeley Harris.
2 outs. You better, theoretically, you start putting that equipment on. You may want to take a nap in this situation. I don't know.
You know, it's
go get a snow cone.
Ferguson has done well tonight too.
That one's high for ball 1.
She's 1 for 3.
It's a good steal opportunity here for Malia Sandy with runners on first and second. There's a grounder to third. Try and go across and make the play to get Ferguson. And that'll end the third. Trojans add a couple runs to that lead. They lead at 10-0 over Coffeyville. We'll step away for a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new Ceric Dental System, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
This is Girard Sports Live.
We got a pitching change here for the Girard Trojans. Britley Bailey out on the mound. Shelby Smith will move over to third, and Michaela Osmus will move out to right field. So some changes here for the Trojans, and you know, I can't really say Smith wore herself out in this game, Dale, because she only threw 23 pitches.
23 pitches, 18 strikes, 5 balls. And that's in 3 complete innings.
Now Britley in, get some experience here. Britley just a freshman, I believe, as well.
Sophomore.
Sophomore, okay. Another underclassman, though. First pitch in for a strike. Dakota Rooks, leadoff hitter for Coffeyville. Pitched in the first matchup here tonight. Down here. No balls, 2 strikes. Britley picking right up where Smith left off.
Really does a great job. She pitched the second game last night. Did a great job for us as well.
And a 3-pitch strikeout to start things off for Britley Bailey. Put a K in the scorebook.
Now batting for the NATOs.
And that'll bring up Jordan
Number
Rooks.
4, Jordan Rooks.
Trojans on top here, 10-0. We're in the top of the 4th. I'll catch that up here in just a second. Quick grounder to Smith at third. Has a little trouble handling it, and then quickly across to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the top of the 4th for the Golden Tornado.
Number 21, Abby Reardon.
Abby Reardon now at the plate. Britley Bailey tries to work a 1-2-3 inning. That went on the outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. I guess that
moved over just a little
Yeah,
bit.
the strike zone shrunk a little bit on that one. That one high for ball 2. Had some heat on it, though.
It did. She came with the fastball high and got a little extra on that one.
Here to pop that catcher's mitt through our crowd mic. That one, lazy fly over to first, and a nice play. Ooh, and that'll bring up the end of the inning for Coffeyville. Trojans lead at 10-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
Crocan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crocan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
First National Bank of Girard is proud to be the oldest bank in Crawford County, serving the area since 1878. With 139 years of experience, it's no surprise First National Bank of Girard has such a great reputation for quality customer service. First National Bank of Girard is committed to providing the best quality products and services, including online banking and bill pay, loans, CDs, and more. Use the convenient drive-up window or come on in and see all of the friendly faces at First National Bank of Girard, a proud supporter of Trojan athletics.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out here to Waukee Sports Complex. The Girard Trojans leading the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 10-0. J.C. Murphy, leadoff hitter for the Trojans, batted twice in the last inning. Now leads off here in the 4th. So J.C. getting quite a few at-bats here in just a few innings. Bree Flanders on the mound. She came in relief of Danielle Morgan in the 2nd inning.
J.C. Murphy last time at bat, that nice line drive, but right to the center fielder.
Yep. Had to duck under that one for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Murphy. Tonight started out rough, turned into a rather pleasant evening here in Girard. Murphy slaps that one, but right at first. Good play over there by Sydney Rooks to stick with that one.
Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Sydney Crane.
Sid Crane now.
1 for 3 so far in this game,
which is strange. Takes one outside for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Sid. Watches one on the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Always good to hear the crowd into it.
Yep. In the dirt. Ball 2. Now, if the Trojans score 5 in this inning, which is, wishful thinking, or if they can hold Coffeyville scoreless for 3 more outs, that'll end this ball game because they're up 10-0. State rule is up by 10 after 5, and that's the ball game. Or up by 15 before 5.
Yeah, 15 after 3, 10 after 5. That's run rules. So either way, Trojans still playing good softball.
We wouldn't mention it, except they're sniffing at it right now. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Crane. Takes inside for a strike.
Well, he likes that river.
Boy, howdy.
Sydney thought it was going to hit her in the leg.
And Flanders not a bad-looking pitcher for Coffeyville.
Not at all.
And Crane hacks at that one, sends it down the first baseline foul.
Talked to Shelby Smith after the first game last night. She was a little bit disappointed. She had heard that BJ had made a comment that she hadn't thrown a ball all night and that she threw 2 of them in the last inning.
It's called the announcer's jinx. That's the jinx stat. He hasn't missed a field goal in 30 games.
Yeah.
And there's a fly out to first. And Sydney Rooks is doing some work this inning. She counted for both outs.
Shelby Smith.
So 2 up, 2 down for the Trojans. Shelby Smith now at the plate. Looked good from the mound here tonight. Threw 23 pitches, 18 strikes. Now she's playing third. And Brittany Bailey came in and worked a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the fourth. That one foul down the third base line, out of play.
Bounces it off her grandma and granddad's car. She might have to pay for that one.
Yeah. Grandparents pretty understanding.
Just letting them know she knows they're there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks for coming. Pop. That one high for a ball. One ball, one strike to count to Smith. That one in the dirt, ball 2. Foul back over our heads and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Smith. Watch that one go 5 for a ball. 3-2 now, full count. 2 down here. Bottom of the fourth. Got a hold of that one out to left. It's gonna, nice play on it out there. That was Sydney Coons, got under it, and that'll end the inning for the Trojans. No damage done. First time tonight they've gone down in order, and they lead it 10-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out to Waukee Sports Complex here in Girard, Kansas. After 4, the Girard Trojans lead the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 10-0. Shelby Smith pitched a gem the first game and did really well here in the second game. And now she's moved over to third. Brittany Bailey came in to pitch last inning and has put up a pretty good performance herself. Trojans pitching a shutout so far, trying to keep that going here if they can, get 3 outs without giving up any runs here. That'll be the end of this one, as we're now after 5. The Trojans can be up by 10. That'll end this ball game. First pitch on the way for a strike, as Brittany Bailey trying to do her part to make that happen.
That's right. Brittany Bailey has done a great job tonight. I tell you, Brittany Bailey would be a starting pitcher anywhere else on the Girard Trojan team. She is pitcher number 3 with Shelby and Shea.
Woo. That one kind of got away from her.
She does really well, and as a sophomore, has a bright future at Girard.
Third pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. to Sydney Rooks. And thrown out at first.
Good job, ladies. Good job.
One down.
Now batting number 2, Chelsea Holman. Ready? Rockin' 5, baby, rockin' 5.
That one low and away for ball 1. Chelsea Holman at the plate now for Coffeyville.
Hit it right back to the pitcher the first at bat.
Well, Tornado scored 1 run in the first game here tonight. Still looking for their first run in the second. That one high for ball 2. Balls, no strikes. Now the count to Holman.
Behind you, Brittany. Good D. Rockin' 5, baby. Just rockin' 5. Bring the smoke. Bring the smoke. Good job.
And in there for a strike.
Good job, Brittany. Good job. Go, Brittany.
Now one good drive into left center field. And a great play out there by Sidney Crane, able to track that one down. Looking into the sun, made the catch on the run for the second out. It makes you real comfortable as a catcher, or as a pitcher, I mean, when you know, even if they make contact, you got some good fielders out there behind you. Pick you up, and Sidney Crane did a great job of tracking that one down.
No question about that. Sidney can move out there and tracks the ball very well.
First pitch in for a strike on the outside corner. That one up in the air to shallow right. And a great catch out there on the outside, that time by Malia Sandy. And that'll do it for our ball game. The Girard Trojans win it 10-0 after 4.5. They defeat the Coffeyville Colton Tornado 13-1 in the first game, 10-0 here in the second game. Cue the Satchmo. Yep. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the Evans Motors post-game show. Hopefully have an opportunity to talk to Coach Benzie about his team's performance here tonight. Look forward down the road. Trojans' next opponent. We'll take a look at our broadcast schedule, tell you what games are coming up here on Girard Sports Live. All that coming up on the Evans Motors post-game show following this short break. You've been watching Girard Trojan softball on Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the four-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their ePower checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Welcome back out here to Red Rocky Sports Complex in Girard. We got 2 games in the books. The Girard Trojans sweep this doubleheader against Coffeyville Golden Tornado, winning game 1 13-1. Tonight's nightcap, Trojans win 10-0. And good night behind the plate for the Trojans. Great night on the mound for Shelby Smith. Good performance tonight by Britley Bailey. Really a lot of positives for the Trojans, not much negatives to take away from this one, Dale.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of negatives to talk about tonight. Base running, we ran well off the bases. We were disciplined at the plate. Once again, Shelby Smith showing why she's going to Pitt State to pitch. And like I said, Britley Bailey, as I touched on earlier, anywhere else, she would be a starting pitcher. But as a sophomore, she is the 3rd pitcher behind Shelby and Shea. And you know what? She's going to do nothing but get better as we go. They did a great job tonight fielding-wise. Of course, Sidney Crane out at center field did a great job. Osmus played that short corner at 3rd well the first game and part of the second until Shelby took over there. And once again, usually Grosteffen would be playing 3rd and Sharman would be at 1st. But with those 2 out, you can sit back and relax a little bit. And don't get me wrong, Coffeyville and Parsons might not be the standard of the CNC because the CNC is pretty strong this year. But it's kind of a breathe easy mark in the game when you have backups to come in and play the field well.
Yeah, and the Trojans really they've done a good job against CNC league opponents. Probably 2 of their toughest league opponents they've already knocked off this year. And Riverton, the defending Class 3A state champion from last year, and then knocking off Frontenac as well. So things are looking good for the Trojans. And let's take a look at our schedule here for Girard Sports Live. We'll be coming back to you on April 23rd. That's a Monday when Girard boys, the baseball program, will be taking on Columbus down in Cherokee County. So it'll be a good matchup down there for them. And then the softball girls will be back here in Girard on May 3rd as they host the Colgan Panthers. So that'll be a good match, a grudge match as always for the Trojans. So there you go. Make sure and tune in and catch us here on Girard Sports Live. Now we want to welcome in Coach Jim Vinzi. His interview brought to you by Community National Bank. They've been serving Southeast Kansas for 30 years. Pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card and learn more at mybankcnb.com. And Coach, you got to be pretty happy with your team's performance here tonight. Smith, great job on the mound. Guys very patient behind the plate, and they made some great plays in the field as well.
Yeah, it was after coming off kind of an easy game last night. We came out and faced a really nice team in Coffeyville. Didn't know what to expect. They had solid pitching and fielded the ball really well, and our girls were really patient. As usual, Shelby threw really well, and Britley Bailey, we're getting her on the mound a little bit, and she's just doing an exceptional job.
And really patient hitting here tonight. You guys did a lot of damage after having 2 outs in a lot of innings.
Yep, we have been trying to talk to the girls and trying to get our leadoff hitters to be more patient at the plate and say any way you can get on base. And it's starting to click with them, and they're actually bragging about, hey, how I got on base. So that's what we want them to do.
And so undefeated so far this season. Sometimes teams, when they encounter a lot of success, it comes fairly easily, like those 2 games against Parsons, and then tonight maybe Coffeyville, not the toughest opponent you'll face. How do you keep them focused and keep them working just as hard as they have been to try and improve throughout the season?
We try to challenge them every day in practice to get better, and we have enough quality kids on our team that we can set up 2 teams and we can scrimmage. And, we try to instill that you get extra conditioning if you fail to produce in our scrimmages. So.
And then you guys, your next game coming up Monday at Baxter Springs, if I'm correct.
Yes.
What do you expect to see out of them?
Baxter always has a nice team. They'll put the ball in play, and they'll play good defense. Don't know a whole lot about their pitching, but Baxter's always throws a nice team on the field.
And you guys kind of had to deal with some inclement conditions tonight, played through the storm in the first game, but then the sun came out and was kind of a factor. The wind was a factor all night long. I thought your team did really well adapting to those conditions.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We got a really nice field. We can practice about any time. And then we talked about playing in the bad conditions. We've had cold weather, we've had snow, we've had rain, we've had wind. And then first game was wind, and then second game was really the best game weather-wise we've had all year.
So. Yeah, it's playing in Kansas.
You have no idea.
That's
from
right.
Day to day, or hour to hour.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and talking to us, and congratulations on the win, and good luck coming up on Monday against Baxter Springs.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, that's head coach Jim Vinzi of the Girard Trojan softball squad, and his team coming out here victorious tonight, 13-1 in the first game tonight, and then 10-0 in the nightcap. They ruled Coffeyville in both games, and Dale will bring you back in here. Things looking good for the Lady Trojans, and back into CNC League play at Baxter coming up on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be good to get back into CNC League play. Right now we lead it. I believe this brings us up to 8-0 overall. We're 4-0 in league play, so excited to go down there and see what they've got.
Yeah, it'll be a exciting season all along, and we encourage you to continue tuning in here on Girard Sports Live, as we're going to have great matchups all year long. Baseball kind of hit and miss with the weather, so keep an eye on that, but we'll be sure, and if they're playing, we'll be there. So got the Colgan Panthers coming up here at home. That'll be the next time you can catch the softball squad on May 3rd. But again, let's take a look at that schedule. The baseball squad, we will have them coming up at Columbus on April 23rd. So I may even be calling that one, unfortunately for the listeners. So you might want to check in on that as the Trojans travel down to Cherokee County to take on the Fighting Titans of Columbus. But for Dale Shireman, I'm Josh Lettner saying thank you for joining us tonight here on Girard Sports Live, and we will catch you on down the road. Trojans once again come out on top. First game 13-1, 10-0 here in the second game against the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. They improved to 8-0 on the season, and again pick up league play Monday night in Baxter Springs against the Baxter Springs Lady Lions. You've been watching Girard softball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Community National Bank and Trust, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, First National Bank, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Lehman Realty, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Outdoor, Producers Cooperative Association, and TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance. This is Girard Sports Live.